Hello, my name is Gertrude, and this is the Tech Girl Podcast. I believe we're all created to have a purpose on this earth. The best thing you can do is inevitably seek your purpose. That's what I'm trying to do with this podcast. I speak to different people that have gone through different tech journeys in order to learn from them, as well as to discuss how people can get into tech. I hope to encourage and support more people to take up tech-related careers. In this episode, I chat with Tshepiso. Tshepiso is someone that has been pivotal into my career transition into tech. She is a front-end developer, events organizer, speaker, as well as community builder. In our conversation, she gives practical tips on how you can stay motivated when you're just getting into tech or learning to code. Let's get into the interview. Hello, Tshepiso. Thank you so much for coming on the Tech Girl Podcast. The very first episode. You are my first guest, and I'm so excited. How are you doing?
Thank you so much for having me. It's great. It's great to be the first, and it's great to be here, and it's great to chat about tech in this kind of way. But I'm doing well. Thank you so much.
I'm happy to hear that. And I'm super excited as well because you're also my friend.
That was my point. We talk about tech all the time, but this is like a different way of talking
exactly.
About it.
So it's a different. It's having other people in our conversation. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So for those that do not know you and haven't heard about lovely Tshepiso Lehutjo, what does a typical day look like for you?
Like right now, or I mean, I have my day to day, but like there's also a dream day that I have.
Okay. Let's do both.
All right. Yeah, but my day right now, because I've just started working as a developer, as a consultant developer. I think that's very important to say that I'm a consultant because that's how my day is shaped. At the moment, because I've been at the job not so long, I haven't, got a client yet.
Yeah.
So my day is just really spent on doing hobby coding, keeping up the muscle memory, reminding myself of like React and JavaScript, and just basically preparing myself to be with a client. And that can involve like watching LinkedIn videos, like LinkedIn Learning, doing tutorials, doing hobby projects, reading books. It's kind of chilled actually. It's very interesting.
Nice. And what's dream day?
Oh, I don't even know why I brought that up because I'm so unsure about like how my dream day is going to be. In the past, before I had a job that I liked, my dream day definitely did not involve going to work.
Okay.
So it involved me doing my own hustle or something. Probably around events and speaking.
Yeah.
In something like that. But now I actually do like my job. Like I've been working.
You love it.
I've been working for some time in like other roles and stuff. But I was always the first person to leave the office, guys. But now I'm like one of the last people to leave the office, to the point where I was even scared the other day because I thought I might have to be the person to switch off switch on the alarm
and turn on.
And I don't want to be that girl. But that's how like serious I like my job now. Like I'll just sit there and just keep going. So I guess now my dream day will involve a good balance of work and a side hustle or side project. Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know.
Exactly.
I would like you to describe a little bit more what you mentioned, like being a consultant developer and let's say being a developer. Like what's the difference?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go here. I'm not going to be here and like really try define and box these things up because this is my first role. But essentially, from what I understand, if you're working for, let's say, a product company and you're a developer there,
yes,
then you always
in-house.
Yeah, you're always going to be working on whatever's going on in-house. right? Either like new features or like maintenance or whatever you guys want to come up with at your product. So, and you probably have, even if you're not, I know people, we don't code all the time, but you probably then be involved in sort of like building on what has to come and being in those strategic meetings and all of that stuff. So you're sort of always in a project.
Yeah.
Whereas being a consultant, you don't have a client. So the people that have employed you are basically just, their job is to find you a place to work. So you just kind of on the bench. We call it being on the bench. It doesn't sound nice, but honestly, I don't mind. Well, I don't mind for now. But you're getting paid to be ready to go out into the field. And that's what being a consultant is. So when you're on the bench, you don't have you don't have an active project. You're not contributing to anyone's business or anyone's strategic planning. You're just doing you.
You're waiting.
Yeah, I mean, in the ideal
gearing
case,
up. You're gearing
you
up.
are gearing up, yeah. But in the ideal case, like at least for my company, you then can be maybe aligning yourself or working on projects that help the company where you're working. Maybe like sharing knowledge with your colleagues, mentoring people in your company. So then you kind of helping the company where they like the consulting company with their own vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Could you just run us through your tech journey? Because and I want you to also talk about what you studied at uni and and how you ended up here.
Yeah. I mean, I like the word journey, but a lot of the times when we start using these words, we think linear or something in our minds, right? Or like a straightforward thing, and it's really so much more complex than that. But anyway, I'm from South Africa, so I studied civil engineering. Not that every South African studies civil engineering, by the way. I'm just saying I studied civil engineering in South Africa. And then I came to Sweden to do my master's in water resource engineering. And then while I was doing my master's, I was sort of in the entrepreneurship space. And that's just like how I discovered that tech is mad. Like people were bringing up ideas about tech that I was like, what is what are you talking about? Like, I don't understand this concept. You know what I'm saying? People talking about like SaaS companies. I'm like, what is a SaaS? Like, what is going on? So that's sort of like where my interest started, and I looked into the innovation space, what people are up to using digital technology, innovations, coding, like simple coding, like what people can do. And then through that, I think, I got a job at Ping Programming, which is an NGO here in Sweden that helps women basically break into tech, sort of.
Yes,
through workshops and stuff. Yeah, sorry, women and non-binary. And that's by working for them is when I was then part of other women's journeys and learning about their journeys and realizing that, okay, life is more complex than, we think. And
exactly.
From seeing people not knowing how to code to getting jobs in tech, that's basically what spurred my, like, you should go for this type of thing. Compounded on the fact that there's a lot of good jobs in tech in Sweden.
Yes, the most jobs. I would say the most jobs are in tech in Sweden. I mean, I don't have the stats to back this, but if you look on LinkedIn, it's just like the most jobs.
Exactly. And I mean, I don't recommend people just work in tech for the sake of having a job. So it's nice when you also have interest in this area and then there happens to also be jobs.
Exactly. That is very good to point out.
Yeah, but we're talking about like I mean, I won't count my 2 years of studying. So let's say from the time I was working at this NGO, let's say that's where the tech journey started. We're looking at a 2.5 to 3 year journey.
Yes.
So it really is, it's not an overnight thing.
No.
And so exactly.
Yeah, but how did you end up being a developer? Like,
right.
Moving from engineering. I mean, I'm from Zambia, and when you hear anyone with the title engineer, it's like, oh my God, you're set for life. You know, like you're the epitome of success. So like, and software engineering is where we are in, right?
Yeah.
Like the bigger, the broader field. But how is it that you moved from being like a civil engineer to like a water engineer? Is that, I don't even know if that's the same thing. And then now to like software engineering, like
firstly, it's very hard coming from where we come from for you to go against what she studied.
Exactly.
Because you sort of like, well, why did you study 4 years?
Why did you spend 6 years? Because it's like 4 years of the bachelor's and 2 years of the master's.
But there's essentially 3 things that helped me get over that. Number one, from the time I left high school, I got bursaries. So my parents did not pay for my undergraduate, so I did not feel bad at all.
Yeah.
I did not have that you wasted money situation. Like my parents could not tell me off because you did not pay for my education. And then coming to Sweden as well was a scholarship. So nobody lost money, number one. So that definitely eased my guilt a little bit. The second thing was, being here, people look at education differently. So I learned a lot about people's tech journeys, but I also looked into people's career journeys. There were a lot of people, I was surrounded by people, obviously, that were doing this, and then they started to code, and they were doing this, and they started to code. But even other people, other colleagues of mine were maybe in finance, and then now they are doing marketing, and they were doing this, and then they were doing that. So I even had some colleagues that studied engineering, but like are doing something sort of off the track.
Yes, like even photography or
exactly.
like something completely opposite of like your formal education.
Exactly. So when I started asking them like, why did you study engineering and like now you're doing the thing, like something else? The answer was sort of like, but engineering just taught me how to learn, essentially. Right. So I think we like to think about the content of what we study and not necessarily some of the surrounding principles that we learn, right? So I don't take for granted my engineering education. It helps me a lot right now. I might not be able to pinpoint each and every part, but it definitely comes in handy. And then thirdly, I mean, I love water resource engineering. But how can I say, the way I wanted to do water engineering is not available to me right now. Because of different choices that I've made in life. And also I noticed pretty early, I'm not one of those kids that likes to draw bridges. Or like draw the buildings, and like that's not the side of engineering. I wanted to be like more in the public service of engineering. And that's because it has more of a people to people, like a person to person approach
and
relationship.
Work.
And like so many more dynamics. And then so tech just offered me a space to still somehow be in engineering, but like better yet, it's like a very creative. It sounds crazy to say, but the tech is actually quite creative. Like no two people can write the same code, but you're gonna end up making the button click, you know. And I love that. Like it's like how I'm writing this code is my own way of expressing myself. This is how I understand it. And that, like, I just found that tech was a really nice space for me right now to express my creativity. And I don't look at life as like I said, it's not linear. So we could end up somehow in the engineering or just end up being
You never
a singer.
know.
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
This is the season of being a developer.
Nice.
Yeah.
But then you haven't. Could you also just elaborate on what part of tech you're doing? Like, I know, but you haven't explicitly said it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, today, 2022, by the time you listen to this, I'm doing front end.
Yes.
Yes. But again, that could change.
And how long did it take you to get from not knowing how to code at all to where you are?
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a, okay, I'll say like 2-3 years ago, my most, I could get around HTML. No, let me not even lie. I just knew how to do like hello world, friends.
Yes.
And how to follow free code camp, but like not by myself. Like I would learn something, code it in that tutorial, and tomorrow you asked me to do it and I forgot.
Yeah.
So if I have to say, when did I learn in terms of like, okay, now this, like, I actually understand the concepts, I understand, you know, and coding is part of like a bigger thing, like even just understanding like DOM and computers and browser. So that journey started in December 2021.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been, I guess, like, where are we now? It took me
9 months, we would say 9.
Yeah, but it took me like 5-6 months to, you know, really embed myself and get a job.
Okay. Yeah. So the reason why I wanted you to bring this out is not because I want people to feel like, oh, if I don't do it in 3 months, or if I don't do it in 5 months, or however long it took you, like you're not able to do it. It's just to say you can move from absolute beginner or like no knowledge at all to a place where you can actually understand the principles and how it works. And it's not about the timeline. It's just it's just so that you know that it's possible to move from like a complete different field to
No, for sure. And I mean, like, the free code camp stuff, free code camp is amazing.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with it. It was just me. And a lot of people are able to go from zero to hero just by free code camp.
Yeah, exactly. But we learn differently as well.
Exactly. That was the point. Like, we learn differently. So some people are able to have full-time jobs and learn how to code after work by just doing tutorials and stuff like that. I wish I was that person, but that journey was not working out for me. And so I needed to sit down and be taught. Like I was attending class for like 2 hours per day. It was a boot camp situation. I was doing projects back to back. I was going crazy for like 4 months. But that's what helped. That's what got me to get the things to stick.
Yeah.
So yeah, and now if I go back to free code camp, I totally understand what's like I can read people's blogs and understand what they're saying, but it was just amazing. All foreign. Yeah, it was all just foreign. So it definitely depends on who you are. And again, what's happening in your life. What pushed me in this time was like, this was my 3rd time losing a job in Sweden. And like, I didn't lose the jobs because like I wasn't great. It was circumstances. So I was like, oh, you know, I'm tired of this now. I'm going for this. But if my job had carried on, I wouldn't. Maybe, who knows? I don't know if I would be having this conversation right now as a developer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good that you say that, because I was also going to say, why front end in particular?
Yeah, I was learning to code before, like actually going to the bootcamp. I was learning to do a little bit of code, like hello world and whatever. But some things that really stuck with me was prototyping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So using no code tools, I'm really big on that. So I was able to make like mock-ups of apps. So I understood quite well how to use like Figma and XD, those kind of tools. And so because I kind of was like in the front side of things, front end, like an entry into, it was more natural for me to try to figure out how do you code these elements that I'm mocking. So front end is what made sense at the time.
Awesome. Yeah. And what has been the most challenging so far?
I mean, I think it's like there's a couple of things, but the biggest one is just like not knowing how long something is going to take me. I can seriously tell, like I can tell someone at work, like, no, by the end of today, I'm gonna have this thing ready, and it's the end of the day. I'm not even joking. I'm really trying to be realistic, but it's just really so abstract. I don't know when I'll have this ready. And I think maybe it could take time before I know that. And I'm someone who really prides himself on time management. I mean, I was a project manager and an event planner. So like things for me work like we do this, we do that. Like today we do this, we check this off the list. Like I'm that person. So when the code is just not working today, or I thought I knew how to go about doing something. And then I realized, no, the approach you're going for, it does not work for this particular application. You have to start from scratch. That's just what's bugging me right now. Yeah. But it's fine.
I feel you. You. And how do you overcome that?
I mean, right now, like I said, because I'm on the bench, I'm doing like hobby projects. But to overcome it, I just send what I have. I have a mentor at work, and I just tell myself that I'm going to send him something once a day, even if it's just that I have the headings for each page. I'm just going to send it. That's what I have. You know what I mean?
That's good.
And in a way, you also feel like you've done something and you've been productive that day. So that's
exactly.
Yeah.
What has been the most fulfilling or exciting part of the journey?
It's when your code works, right? But also finding honestly, to be a first-time developer, my biggest concern was finding a company that would take a junior, but that company must also be good.
Yeah.
It must be a good fit for me. Every there's somebody working at every company, but maybe it's not a fit for me. So the most fulfilling has been finding a company that works for me, as in like it's a good fit for me, and there's also an environment to learn.
Yes.
That
is so
grow.
important.
Exactly.
Do you have any practical tools or resources that helped you get started that you would want to share?
Okay, I think in retrospect, I only found this resource later on in my journey, but I think it would be, I still use it till today, but it's something called Scrimba.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it because
it's a Norwegian company, just plugging Scandinavian.
It is, but I love it because of the way I learn. YouTube tutorials are great. They've been very nice, and I mean, there's some YouTube people that I like. I'm just a bit annoyed that most YouTubers are like white males, but that's a topic for another day. But YouTube is great, but when I'm learning to code, you have multiple files in your application, and sometimes then you did something in the index, and it's somehow related to the app, and on the video, I can't go to the index file and kind of try revise what happened. So what I like about Scrimba is in their tutorial, you can actually go into the files. And the code along thing goes like it's real actual. It's like a better way of coding along.
Okay.
And they have a lot of content. So had I not been in a boot camp, I think Scrimba would have probably been my best bet.
Yeah. Now this is funny. This sounds like it's Scrimba sponsored, but I'm just gonna say I think it was last year, and I don't know if they do it every year. They have like this like JavaScript mass. I don't remember, but it's like, like the advent calendar, and then it's like a task for every day. I found that super helpful, and it was like JavaScript, and I enjoyed that. So I definitely agree that they're a good resource.
I think they've done well. I mean, the community as well. It's very like engaged. It's global. The engagement is really just good. It's really super nice. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Should we all learn to code?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we should all learn. Yes, again, I found that it's sort of like Web3 really. The definitions get a bit mixed up. I find that everyone, at least like relatively like, how can I say this? In a digital space, right? I mean, there's some people who are not in a digital space, but everyone should have access to understanding the impact of technology on their lives.
Okay.
So understanding.
And how do we do that?
It's basically, you will have to understand the concepts around coding. There's the concepts.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in having to know how to code, but be what the words I found come up and up again is being digitally literate.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's I think what needs to happen. So basically how the things that you're using on your phone and your computer, where they at in the grander scheme of things.
Yes, and what's the interplay? Like how does it all come together?
Super. That's what I mean. Like I am number one fan of just signing up on things with Google. Yeah. But I didn't even I didn't even ask myself like, how is it like there's this website and they say, oh, sign up with Google, and somehow it's linked with my Google. Like, what does that mean? How does that work? So now I know, because I code like authentication. That, oh, okay, this is sort of, but just the principles around some of these things. And of course, the biggest culprits that you want to get to know is starting off with your social media.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because you already know, you sort of have an idea. It's just like the next level.
Exactly. Yeah. For sure. So I just feel people need to be digitally literate, learn how to, navigate. And this sounds silly, but it's not. I have cousins that don't know how to navigate Google Drive, Google Slide, like this kind of thing. Like,
it's understandable.
It's really real.
Yeah.
It's really real.
It's very real. Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't think people need to, and a lot of people get far without learning how to code, but just understand your space. And most importantly, not even just like because I'm saying it and, it's sort of the digital responsible thing to do, but it could empower you. I mean, you could use it to advantage. There's so many resources on the internet that you can use to your advantage. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I would say.
That's really good. Any advice for people that are just starting out or thinking to start? Okay, let's say thinking to start. What should they be considering? If you're like, oh, I hear tech is good. I'm a little bit curious. What's the next step? What's the next best step?
The next best step is to find yourself a really good YouTube video and finish it. Start and finish. Yes. Like I definitely found YouTube videos like 8 hours long, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this over 3 days. And you should just focus. You just focus on that. Just focus on starting the video, coding along, and finishing it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. Finishing it. Finishing it is the key.
Finishing it is the key, my friends. Don't get distracted by all the other suggestions on the side. That's the other thing about learning on YouTube. There's also distractions, but really like get a YouTube video, do Scrimba, there's a lot of free resources. Start and finish a project. But also, once you definitely want to start learning, recognize that there's a learning curve.
Yes.
I almost gave up. Like, there was a solid 2 weeks when I was like, no, I'm done. So in the bootcamp, we had like 7 projects to do, not at once, obviously, just like back to back. And at some point I decided, looking at what projects were coming, I was like, I think after this project, I won't be able to grasp
I remember.
grasp the concepts. Like, I decided for myself that I think I just won't have the ability to do the next project. And it wasn't healthy. It wasn't healthy. But it was also like, now the concepts were like, they definitely jumped. We're talking APIs.
And it goes really fast.
Yeah, it goes really fast. We're talking APIs. I'm like, I don't know if I want to know that stuff. Do you get what I mean? And some of the things, the thing is, some of the things that I thought I would enjoy about front end, like when I was doing the prototyping, I really enjoyed making things pretty. But making things pretty on like websites is so hard. CSS. And so every time I had to do CSS, I just I just wanted to cry. So there was a bit of a learning curve, and I was trying to find alternatives, but I had nothing. I mean, this is a good thing, but it's also maybe not, I don't know. I was actually listening to a podcast today that essentially said, not even a podcast, it's an audiobook, but it's saying that if you want to succeed in something, you have to not have a fallback plan.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I think I read something today as well. Like, if you're going into something with plan B, then
no, exactly.
What it was.
Exactly. So I mean, I had asked my partner basically to take care of me for like an indefinite period of time. I told him, I'm not looking for jobs anymore. I'm going to learn how to code. And so I'm not bringing income. Like, I'm being taken care of. I'm basically like a school child. And here I am saying, oh, well, I want to quit. It was just not an option. I didn't have a job. And tomorrow, if I start looking for jobs, what am I looking for jobs? Like a half-baked developer? What are you doing? So I didn't have a fallback plan. And I needed to keep pushing on.
Yeah.
And honestly, after those 2 weeks, and they were really damaging 2 weeks, guys. Really bad. Yeah. But after those 2 weeks, things just started to fall into place, because you know what? The next 4 projects were just literally run about the same thing, with just like a change here and a change there and stuff like that. But it was just sort of the same thing going forward. Yeah.
And I'm happy that you bring that out, because of 2 things. First, I guess everyone that goes through this bootcamp journey has that point where it's just like, okay, I'm giving up. Like, I had it. And the second thing is, you asked me why I wanted you to be the first guest on my podcast. Yes. Remember? Off record, you did ask me that. And I'm going to tell you why. So I told you in my podcast journey, I mean, in my tech journey, you were a focal point, right? And I'm going to read you this. Let's see if you recall this conversation. Let's see if you recall this conversation.
This is one of those do as I say, not as I do moments.
So I was there. I need to pull it up, because to be honest, even other things that have happened in my life, I have come back to this conversation that we had.
Oh, now I also want.
Which I need to find. And I just read it, and suddenly my problem doesn't feel as big, or, like, it doesn't feel like the end of the world. So I wrote to you like, bootcamp is so frustrating. I think I will be the first dropout. I feel like it's taking a lot of time from me and no results. Like today, I've been working on something all day and it's just not working. I feel like it's just taking time from me and my little man, because my tech journey started when my son was like, I don't know, 2-3 months. I don't remember.
Yeah, gosh.
As well as from job hunting, which I should focus on, because at the end of the day, it's financial security that I'm after.
Oh,
I don't know
balance.
if you recall this message. And my very wise friend here says to me, and I must admit, when I got your response, for a second, I was mad. I was so mad.
I love that.
But then I took a moment, I took a step back. I was like, okay, what is she really saying? Then you're like, babe, what results were you expecting to see after 2 weeks? Okay, I was ready to quit after 2 weeks. At least you had even done a month.
Oh my gosh.
And then you're like, you shouldn't impose unrealistic expectations. Can I give you results? Then you describe women that had been through this journey and where they are today and stuff like that. And you also talk about, and for the little man, I understand, but you have to take the good with the bad. And then you also talk about, wasn't it when we were growing up, like our parents sometimes would leave us with relatives and stuff like that.
Listen.
Exactly. And I was like, this is hitting hard.
Yeah.
And you finished it off by saying, this is the toughest part. This is the toughest part, the beginning. The threshold is high, but break through this and it will be all worth it.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I would ever, I'm like, I want to frame this and just have it in my house, because when I read that, I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me just go through with this. And that is why, Tshepi, you are my first
screenshot
guest.
of that.
Yes.
Now I feel, now I need a screenshot of that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So thank you very much for pushing me. And I was so happy 2 years later when you came on.
Listen, and that's the thing, is it's such a weird circle of life, right? So to give context, I was the project manager of a boot camp.
Yes.
So I had to just find the teachers and then find the people that didn't know how to code and bring them together. And unfortunately, I didn't have time to learn, even though I was there during the classes, but I was making coffee and tea and blah, 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 blah. So I was helping people learn how to code. And then it turns out that when I need to learn how to code, I'm looking up to you guys that I have seen go through the journey.
Yeah.
That, if those people could do it, then I can also do it, because
exactly.
So it's such a nice, like, full circle. I love that. I love it so much.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm glad you kept those messages. That's like 2
I did.
years ago
I'm telling you, whenever I have like a very tough situation, I look at that and I'm like, it's the beginning. Like, once this is done, it will get easier.
Can you imagine? And now, like, you're a rock star. Seriously.
Oh, thank you. I wish. I cried myself to sleep. No, kidding. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been great. And thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Before I let you go, where can we find you?
Definitely, I'm going to say LinkedIn.
Okay.
I want to be one of those girls that says Twitter, but don't even. Like, if I'll be on Twitter, you'll see it on my LinkedIn that I'm not on Twitter, because I just haven't made time to be in that space yet. But I think it's a really good space.
Yeah.
Right now on Twitter, I'm just a consumer. But on LinkedIn, I am active. I'm talking. I'm saying stuff. So LinkedIn. Yeah.
Yes. And you are our job hunting friend, so we like that.
I am. That's another topic. But yes, I am.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for taking time. As always, I'm so inspired by you, what you do.
Thank you.
So keep shining.
Thank you.
Make all of us proud.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. It's been a pleasure.
You have been listening to the Tech Girl podcast with me, Gertrude. I hope you can join me for another episode where I'll be talking to another person and going through their tech journey. You can find me on Instagram at thetechgirl.dev.